Many folks have been enjoying the warm temperatures we've experienced over the past couple of weeks, but a mild winter doesn't just mean shorter sleeves, it also means an early return of pests. Jordan Myers is the area district manager of McNeely Pest Control in Greensboro. He says we can expect to soon see an explosion of ants, stink bugs, and termites.
Ants is going to be the number one thing that people start noticing early, because they're a social insect, meaning, they live in a colony. And they typically survive the winter, so they're going to be out one of the first things trying to find some food or better harborage or water or something like that.
Myers recommends taking precautions to keep spring pests out of your home. This includes sealing cracks around the exterior of doors and windows, removing extra foliage around the house, and cleaning out clutter.
Everybody's familiar with the phrase spring cleaning, kind of going through stuff, limiting little places they can harbor, like if you got a garage or something with a bunch of boxes that you've had stored. Mice can get in those, especially during the wintertime. When it first started getting cold back in November, December, they started looking for a place to overwinter.
Ugh. So yeah. Myers says you can also call a professional to come out and treat your home. A lot of people looking at the screen like, don't like bugs. So I asked you on my Facebook, which pests scare you the most? Sanders Jackson says cockroaches and wasps. I will break my lease for a roach, LOL. Mary Kay Abuza-Waiter wrote, spiders got bit by a black widow when I was about 5. I'm terrified of even the harmless ones. I feel you on that. Carol Park says yellow jackets, allergic to them. Debbie Lynn, anything with a stinger. And then Ronald Butler took it in another direction. He says human bugs. They get on my nerves. I am sure you've been bitten by a few. I don't like those bugs either. I'm like shoo fly, don't bother me.
They tend to be like Facebook trolls.
Yes.
Right?
That's right.
Or the little bots that pop up on your page all the time.
I had an encounter once with a wolf spider, and you need to Google this because we saw one in our garage. I didn't know what it was, and Leslie said, "Look at its abdomen." We were getting close, like my kids were gathering around. We were looking at it, and it was, it was that big around with legs. I mean, everything, and the abdomen was pulsing like that, and I was like, what is going on?
I wouldn't have been able to get that close.
So she took a broom and just swatted it, trying to get it out. Didn't know that on the abdomen they carry their babies, and all of these little tiny spiders started running in different directions, and it freaked us out. And if you Google wolf spider and babies, you'll see YouTube. We were freaked out by that. And it wasn't that big, but it was so disgusting.
That would just terrify me because spiders is the number one that I don't like. When I was younger, a family friend of ours, he told me that there was a woman where a spider laid eggs in her skin.
I've always heard that.
I think that's like an old wives' tale.
It is old wives' tale, but when I was younger, I did not know that. And he said it was really big and somebody popped it and the spiders were everywhere. So when I would go to sleep at night, I'm like making sure I'm in a cocoon so nothing touches me. But that scared me. But kids, that is not true. If anyone tells you, spiders cannot lay eggs under
By the way,
skin.
let me make sure I clarify. The wolf spider, they carry their babies on their back. They weren't in the spider. They were on the outside, but that's where they hang.
Is that supposed to make it better?
No, but I mean, just kind of. I didn't want somebody to think we just like smished it.
I thought you were going to say the bug jumped out at you when you got closer to it.
I watched Arachnophobia when I was a kid,
I love that movie.
And still, if I'm in the shower and I feel like something that doesn't feel like water hit me, I assume that it's a spider coming out of the shower.
Gotta get off this topic.
The worst thing is at night. I'm going to say this real quick. I wear glasses, right? And when I have them off at night and I see something on the ceiling, I'm like, is that a bug? And it's like the sprinkler. But it looks like a bug at night.